YouTube? It's your boy ISO, man. You know what I'm saying? AKA ISO, you high. Like I said, we are live on Twitch right now for all you motherfuckers who not seeing it live in real time. You goofy. Please come over there and hit the follow button on the road to 2K followers. Go follow the TikTok at TKTLK ISO on the road to 25,000 over there. You feel me? And since you're watching the YouTube video, go ahead and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even waste no time. You already know we don't waste no time with these reaction videos. We got a 10-year-old kid helps solve the most horrifying mass shooter ever, man. I ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get straight to it.
62, where's your emergency?
My boyfriend's been shot multiple times. He's bleeding out through the abdomen. He's becoming unresponsive. His eyes are open and he's making noises, but he's stable.
Noonan County Police Department received a frantic call about a double shooting on November 5th, 2020. Upon arrival, authorities were confronted with a horrifying sight.
Police department, anybody inside, come out with your hands up. Go ahead and step in, clear that, make sure there's nobody behind the door.
Who is this? That is Linda. Willie!
Check his pulse.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it in his wrist. He moved his head one time, but I haven't seen him move since.
Pull him completely over. I don't feel one.
Willie!
I think they're both gone.
Before they could take any action, the killer struck again the very next day, just 2 miles from the first shooting.
Somebody just shot you.
That's right.
All right, where are you?
He's in the apartment.
Come on. You want to go that way? Let him in. The ambulance is on the way. They're working him. Come on, back up over here for me.
While cops were investigating these 2 incidents, the killer attacked once more the following day.
My
It was only
nigga!
then that a glimmer of hope emerged from a 10-year-old boy who'd witnessed the shooter firing shots right before his eyes.
Yo!
I got a 10-year-old boy that says he saw everything. Said he saw the whole thing happen. His mom's going to get him now.
That's who the little boy said the shooter was.
Soon, detectives would uncover an absurd motive that would leave detectives stunned like never before. It all began on the evening of November 5th, 2020
Crazy
at 7:58
intro.
p.m. when a frantic and urgent call came in.
Who shot him?
I don't know.
How many times was he shot?
I don't know. It's about six gunshots. I don't know. I can't see it. I want to move him. Can I look?
Is he still breathing?
Yes, he's a little bit. Yes.
Okay. Is he conscious now?
His eyes are open and he's making noises, but he's stable.
When officers arrived, they were met with a chilling and mysterious scene.
All right, I need crime scene tape up. I need CID en route. Go ahead and cancel anybody else en route over here. Start combing the area. I'll get you a bolo here in just a second. There's one there, one up here. All right.
Feels like you got this light.
I need EMS out here, 1018.
Okay, I'm going to hold off.
Huh? We need to clear the inside. Ma'am, I need you to step outside.
I'm going in here and the blood.
That's fine. I need you outside. Step down here, please.
Yes, I did the bullet. But
That's fine. Step out there. Police department. 10-3, clearing the residence. I'm holding here. Police department, anybody inside, come out with your hands up. Got a room here to the left, I'm going to the right. On the left, don't work right. Clear here? That's clear. Where would you go for? What's up, me? That's bathroom. Sheriff's office, anybody in here? Doing PD? Go ahead and step in, clear that, make sure there's nobody behind the door. I'm with you. Can you go in? Bathroom's there. I can come in. Hold on. Get right. All right, come in, Gary. Yeah. Can you see back here on this back side?
Oh.
Hey, we're clear. That's all, Philip. All right. Come on. Clear. All right, clear coming out.
Okay.
All right, I need everybody outside. We'll hold this from CID.
Yo, 4 people in a matter of 3 days is crazy work, my boy. 4 people in a matter of 3 days, like.
Searching the entire house, officers turned their attention to the victims, 39-year-old Willie Boosie
Hey, man.
and
R.I.P. Willie, man. R.I.P. Willie.
43-year-old Kevin Robbins,
R.I.P. Kevin, man.
who were covered in blood and gunshot wounds. Willie's body lay stretched out in the driveway, cold and motionless.
who is this? That is Linda. Willie! Yes. Willie! Watching his head move one time.
Fuck, man, that shit crazy.
Willie! Willie!
109 on the porch, is this guy?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Check his pulse.
I'm trying to find it. I didn't get it in his wrist. He moved his head one time, but I haven't seen him move since.
Hold him completely over. I don't feel one.
Willie! Willie! Willie!
I think they're both gone.
Kevin, who had been on the back deck of the house, was also tragically beyond saving. Then, crime scene technicians uncovered a critical piece of evidence: bullet casings scattered across the scene.
You see any shell cases in here?
Yeah,
At all?
actual round up here on the porch.
Okay.
I had 2 projectiles up there, though.
Who's your caller? I think the white female that's out here. I'm gonna get with her, then we'll get in some info.
When police were searching for the person who had called 911 to report the scene, the woman inside the house identified herself as Sherry, Kevin's girlfriend. She'd been in shock, but managed to explain to investigators what had happened that fateful evening.
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
My boyfriend, Kevin.
Kevin?
Is the white victim. My boyfriend, we're remodeling and redoing the inside of the house. And took the door off, our bedroom door off the hinges, and took it on the back porch to work on it. He had listening to headphones. A few minutes later, about 10, 15 minutes after he went outside, Mr. Buzz had come in and asked if he could charge his phone. He handed me the phone, and I charged the phone. I'm going to hang out here with Kevin for a few, if that's okay.
So then he gave you the phone and he walked out on the back porch with Kevin?
Yes, and then about 2 minutes, within 2 minutes, first gunshot. There was a sound, and then it's like 5 or 6 more. It's like boom, 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 boom. I heard Kevin, my boyfriend, hit the door, and I ran outside, and he was trying to talk. You know, he knew it, he knows it, he knew it, did it, but
Did you see anybody outside with him?
no, but
Do you know if Kevin or Willie were having a beef with anybody?
Kevin doesn't really have a beef with anybody.
She explained that everything had seemed normal, with no signs of trouble. According to her, Kevin didn't have any enemies and had never been involved in any conflicts.
I'm saying, but
As she
to pull up at their
it
crib
became
like
clear
this,
that
this
the
is
tragedy
crazy.
had come out of nowhere. Kevin had no apparent reason to be targeted, and this made the situation even more baffling for investigators.
I'm saying, like, this shit.
Is she texting someone behind your back? A single Spokio search can help you
I gotta
find
buy
out who
YouTube Pro.
she's messaging.
I gotta buy YouTube
With
Pro,
no
child.
knowledge of who'd fired
Why
the
would you buy
shots,
YouTube
the
Pro
police
now?
started questioning people in the neighborhood. It was then that a neighbor came forward with crucial information, a potential breakthrough in the case.
2 nights ago, the neighbor came up here and said, I got bicycles out there, I got stolen from Walmart. I don't ride bikes or anything. And he said, well, I got them from Walmart. Okay, so they were doing a transaction tonight. Now here's another thing. Rob also had an ongoing dispute with Jimbo. They had words a lot lately.
Okay.
But he said, you say, Rob collected bicycles, and those bikes, 3 of them to Rob those bikes. And against his criminal record, injured in prison, got up injured in prison. So when Jimbo said, I stole these bikes from Walmart, he was a bit too scared of Riley to say I stole them from.
The neighbor pointed to a man named Riley as a potential suspect. Riley was someone with a reputation and a criminal history. His temper, described by the neighbor, made him even more of a person of interest in their search for the killer. It was soon discovered that
That might
Riley
be
had
too
recently
easy,
been
though,
in
Chad.
jail for an unrelated crime, but the police brought him in for questioning,
That might be
hoping
too
to know
easy.
more.
I'm about to say, look, he in jail. He already in jail. Couldn't be him. I don't know. That just sounded too easy, chat. And then like that had nothing to do with the 2 other people. Like, you feel me? It can't be. It gotta be bigger than that. It can't be no one beef with one person. Like, and then how would you even know that he was gonna go to Kevin's house? Like, that? I already knew it wasn't him.
Around, you know us. You've dealt with me several times in the past, both on a personal level and not.
The detectives were eager to see if Riley's story would align with the details of the case, or if he was hiding something crucial.
I still don't know what happened. I know what they said. But what do you know what they're saying? Let's just go with that. They just tell me somebody walked up, knocked on the door, and went to shoot. They ended up shooting Jimbo and the white guy. Yeah. Next thing I know, they were saying I'm the one doing the shooting. I ain't been on that side of town that day, period. Yeah. And I told them you can pull every damn video you got from Bullsboro Drive, from racetrack all the way up to damn KFC and motels all in between there. You see me all day long.
He confidently began listing all the places they could
What's
check
somebody
for his
say? This
alibi.
nigga, yeah.
But detectives were not done with their questions yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, me and Kevin had an argument a couple weeks before that. And I went over there because Cal wanted me to bring a bike over there that he was going to get his mama to buy for AG and Yama. So I went over to check and see if he was going to buy the bike or whatever.
And Kid was on the porch. He saw me coming up on the porch. He said, we ain't having no company. Don't want you around here. I walked back down, got on my bike and all that, but I ain't been back to that house since. But, you know, he was acting like a real, why he do that? Kenny's this cocky guy. Nobody's better than him. He's better than anybody. It's just one of the type of guys. But, you know, I let it go at that. That was it. I walked away from it. Let's see. I had been back to the house. He had my name. Everybody screaming, I did. What reason I gotta kill anybody? That's just who I am. I'm a country boy. We can get out there and we can knuckle up you. Every time
I'm sure.
I know you're wrong.
There was no evidence to tie him to the crime
That's what
scene,
I'm saying.
and for now, he would remain free. Their only lead didn't yield anything, and before they could even recover, the killer struck again, more brutal than ever. On November 7th at 5:24 p.m., another call came through, this time from Eastgate Apartments on Dowdale Street.
Campbell County 911, operator 77. What is your emergency? Okay, all right, I can't hear you, okay? You got to stop screaming. Tell me. Okay, what happened? Somebody just shot me in the room. Somebody just shot who? That's right. Okay. All right, where are you? Where are you? Eastgate Apartment. Eastgate Apartment.
A man had been shot dead in the parking lot. It was the second gunshot call in the area, but the short time between them was enough to shock everyone. In that moment, the fear set in and no one knew who might be next.
65 turning on the document. Is there any more details?
Negative, just been a male in line in the street.
EMS 1018. Looks like gunshot wound to the chest. Back up, back up, back up. The ambulance is on the way. They're working him. They're working him. Come on, back up over here for me. You want to go that way? Let him in. Come on.
No,
you're nothing.
nothing.
Right, now we need to get the rescue truck because we got to load and go.
Second time ain't nobody saying nothing, yo.
What's his name?
Mandrell Parks.
R.I.P. Mandrell, bro. R.I.P. Mandrell, man.
He got hit by a car. He got shot. Who shot him?
As police rushed
he
to
on
save the
time.
man who'd been shot, they simultaneously worked to clear the growing crowd from the scene. The victim shot gruesomely at the scene was soon identified as Warner Mandrell Parks. He was sadly pronounced dead on the way to the hospital. With each passing moment, the police grew more determined to discover anything that could shed light on the case.
I know it's a shot in the dark right now, but anybody that's willing to talk, get their information.
Then, upon searching the area, they discovered a clue that mirrored the one from the previous scene.
Same bullet, the same shell casings. Come on now, before they even say it.
The
I'm
shell
on it.
casings
Or the
scattered on
same
the
thing.
ground hinted at a clear link, suggesting the shooter had fired from inside a car. Police collected the casings, hoping to match them with those found at the first crime scene.
Of course they go match.
The evidence pointed to the possibility that the same person was behind both shootings, heightening the sense of
Come on
terror.
now.
One resident, Nancy, told police she'd seen the vehicle, but it had only been a fleeting glimpse. However, something about her seemed off.
She is not wanting to come to the PD. She said she had told us everything she knows.
Police began to realize that she was holding back a lot more than she was letting on.
Why are you saying?
I just stood there. I was like, about the turned around and I saw the guy who had something over his face.
When brought in for questioning, she initially seemed fearful, but gradually began to reveal everything she knew.
Probably threatened her or
The
something.
police hoped she could provide them with the crucial piece of the puzzle in this case.
That got me so nervous.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I went to the mailbox. I'm getting the mail out. He's coming in from the dumpster, and then when we were standing there talking. And then about that time, we were walking up, and he said he was hungry. So I said, let's go. I'll make you something to eat. And I didn't see anything, and I just saw his face, and he turned around, and when he did, and he kind of almost had like a smile on his face, like he was gonna say hello, and then the guy shot us 2 times, and then about that time I turned around and saw him. And
So you heard 2 shots?
Yeah, I was right there at it.
Okay.
So she was next. She was next to Mandrell type
I didn't
shit.
even see the car at first.
Do you know if there was anyone else in the vehicle?
I didn't see anybody, but it happened so fast.
What kind of car was it?
Come on, give us
I really
some.
don't know. I
Give
think
us
it's like a
some.
gray color. It was a four-door, I believe.
Give us some.
I can't remember. It happened so fast. Just in shock.
Some witnesses also recalled seeing a silver Ford Crown Victoria speed into the parking lot. As the investigation deepened, officers realized the significance of the car since it had been spotted multiple times near the crime scenes. But with no witnesses to identify the driver, the puzzle pieces seemed to slip further out of reach. Still, the investigation pressed forward, and soon the first real breakthrough came from an unexpected witness.
Injured in a car accident? Want to see if you qualify for
God damn, I need you
check
2 plus,
like
man.
this? Don't call insurance. Don't call an attorney.
Say you 2 plus, you 2 bro.
As night fell on November 7th, 2020, investigators were still reeling from the latest murder. They had no answers. It was then that the smallest of voices cut through the tension and offered a clue no one could have predicted.
Hey, Sergeant.
The 10-year-old not.
I got a 10-year-old
What,
boy
already?
that says he saw everything. Said he saw the whole thing happen. His mom's going to get him now.
I thought.
Okay. Mom? Yeah, she said she didn't want to bring him out here and all this, but then she said, it doesn't matter, I'll bring him out to you. So I told her just hang out, we'll bring him.
A 10-year-old boy, a resident of the Eastgate Apartments, had come forward with crucial information. In the midst of the chaos, this child had noticed something strange. He knew the silver Ford Crown Victoria, and even more importantly, he knew the man behind the wheel.
Gosh!
Although the information came from a 10-year-old, the police were quick to recognize its potential. They hoped that this was the breakthrough they'd been waiting for in their search for the killer.
That's who the little boy said the shooter was.
Okay.
Have you already got that?
No, I have not.
The boy gave police a new name to look into, Nicholas Martez Nelson.
Motherfucking
The boy wasn't some random witness. He'd seen Nelson around the neighborhood before. And now his memory had connected the vehicle to a name that would soon be on every investigator's radar. For the first time, the case seemed to have a direction.
Black male, white man?
You know, well,
We'll try. Well, how did he?
white male. That's all they told me.
Nelson was a familiar face in the community. He'd been around often, and everyone knew him, even the kids. But this information was little more than a lead with no substance. Then, when the police dug deeper, they confirmed that Nelson owned the silver Ford Crown Victoria.
So you tell me
Now
you
that
wanted
they
to
had
go,
their
you wanted
suspect
to
in
go
sight,
shoot in a
but
neighborhood
before they could
that
make a
everybody
move,
know you
the
at?
killer struck once more.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we
I need someone to come to the Motel 6.
Motel 6?
Yeah.
Is it at number Herring Road?
Yes.
Okay, and what's going on?
I think my daughter's in the room, dude.
At around 3:30 p.m. on November 8th, news of another supposed death reached the police. Just 3 days after the first murder, it instilled a deep fear. They were now certain they were dealing with something far more sinister. When officers arrived at the scene, they were met with the sight of the family crying, clearly devastated.
All right, just stand back over there for me. Stand back over there. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Oh, okay. Just make sure bathrooms.
Inside the motel room 117, deputies made a grim discovery. The police were horrified when they found 3 confirmed dead bodies. The first body found was a white male lying on the bed.
3? Wait, hold on. That's 6 people.
Next, a female body was discovered wedged between the nightstand and a
I don't think she was she wasn't meant to.
pile of clothes. Finally, another black male body lay in the doorway leading to the bathroom.
Let's just back up. Field room. Back up, just. Okay. Do we see guns anywhere? There's 3 shells over here. It's gonna be a murder. Oh, definitely.
The 3 victims, 32-year-old
How you say her name?
Tangela Molden,
R.P. Tangelo, man.
her boyfriend, 37-year-old Michael Lang,
R.P. Michael, man.
and their friend, 58-year-old Monty James Ballard.
R.P. Monty, man. This is crazy. Like, this might be the craziest video we watched yet, bro. Like, yo, this might be the most crazy video we watched yet. Like,
Lay lifeless, each showing signs of multiple gunshot wounds. As the detectives approached, they spoke to the mother of the female victim, Tangela Molden. She provided them with a timeline of when she last spoke to Tangela and revealed how she'd found out about her stay at the hotel.
They were saying that my daughter and Mike and that guy that was in Monty, so they're in the hotel dead. That's what the street talk was. When they told me that, that's when I knew she was at the hotel. I just didn't know which hotel. So I started looking for her.
Did anybody say any names or any possible suspects?
Not really.
Another detail investigators noticed
all
was
the
that
same
several
shell
shell
casings
were found at the scene, and they quickly realized they matched those discovered at previous crime scenes.
Oh, this is crazy.
It was believed they'd been killed in the early hours of November 6th, and shockingly, they'd been left undiscovered for over 48 hours. This revealed that these murders took place between the first two killings, pushing the investigation into even darker territory.
There's still that unanswered question as to why. Why did we have to have 6 victims ruthlessly murdered?
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Getting started is easy.
Do I think I can get away with murder? Of course. Of course. Of course. I'm so... Let me not say that. Let me not say that. In the law, if you're watching, of course I can't. Of course you would catch me. Why would I even do that? Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I could never do that though. I ain't gonna lie, taking somebody's life, that's just crazy, bro. That's just... I ain't got it. Well, I saw crash over his setup on, bro. Nah, I can't. On a serious nigga, like I could never, like that's some crazy. On some self-defense shit, you come in the crib on some shit, yeah, I got you, but like cold blood, premeditated for no reason, hell nah. Hell nah, I can't even do it. Let alone get away with it. I don't think nobody can get away with it for real, bro. Like 12 is just too smart these days. Like 12 is just too smart these days, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. 12 is just too smart these days. They go find something. Like, you not perfect, twin. You go fuck up eventually. And they don't stop, bro. I never watched a video where old girl got caught 20 years later. Like, they don't stop, twin. So unless you want to look over your shoulder the rest of your life, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool off that. I'm cool. And it's like, you just not even, you ain't just take that person's life. You affected everybody around that person, bro. Hell nah. On my conscience, though, that should be crazy. That should be crazy, chap. On your conscience,
Detectives
though,
investigating all 3 shootings knew they had to unite to catch the killer. With shell casings found at each scene, a matching car spotted nearby, and the chilling proximity of the murders, it was clear they were dealing with a single, dangerous individual.
You could tell it's one
With each
person.
passing moment, the case grew more intense, but November 8th, the very next morning, would bring them closer to the killer than ever before.
They found the car.
For the man behind the killings, his days of evading capture were coming to an end. He had no idea his luck was about to run out.
Excuse me. The car?
Hey, guys. I guess that's the Crown Vic, huh?
Officers spotted Nelson's vehicle near the Red Roof Inn, a motel not far from the crime scenes. But what they didn't expect was that they wouldn't just find the car, they would find the man himself. When they arrived, they discovered Nelson casually walking around in the parking lot, completely unaware of the storm closing in around him. Even as they arrested him, he remained eerily calm and composed.
This nigga tweaking?
This was the man who had been shooting people, terrorizing the area, and sending shockwaves through the neighborhood. When he was taken into custody, the officers knew they'd finally caught the person responsible for the bloodshed.
Wide. Let him wide. Yep, all the way. There you go.
With Nelson in custody, detectives turned their attention to his vehicle, meticulously searching for anything that could link him to the crimes. Inside the car, they discovered a backpack, and the contents offered a chilling glimpse into the mind of a man capable of such violence.
We found, during the search on his car, the backpack, finding the magazine of one of the guns that still had bullets in it, and they were the same caliber, same brand, being able to put it together to make that match. It's all coming back to him.
With the arrest of Nicholas Martez Nelson, investigators believed they had their man, But they knew the truth was far more complicated than simply apprehending a suspect. In the cold confines of the interrogation room, Nelson was about to face a truth he could no longer deny.
Come. You know, Mandrell Parks?
Yeah, I know Mandrell.
Well, you know Mandrell's dead, right?
I don't. I've been over there. I'm gonna know that.
So, why's everyone telling us that you pulled the trigger?
Yeah, you ain't pull your name out no damn magic hat.
Nelson's demeanor was strikingly calm. It was almost as if he were in another world entirely. Frustration mounted, but just as the tension reached its peak, the detectives received a timely call. Someone had handed over critical surveillance footage that could change everything.
Oh shit, here we go. Here we go.
Hi, Miss Bell. You told me haven't been over in Eastgate, right? I got a question for you. Why were you in Eastgate at 1725 right when the shooting happened?
Motherfucker. Got your ass.
We got on video, man.
That wasn't me, bro.
Then who had your car?
That's not your car?
That wasn't me.
That's not your car?
Oh, that wasn't me.
Then
who had your car?
Yeah, who had your car?
Who had your car then?
I don't know. That wasn't me, though.
He was confronted with a mountain of evidence against him. Still, Nelson denied any involvement. He claimed his car had been stolen and that someone else must have been behind the wheel. But the weight of the evidence was too heavy to dismiss, and the detectives were not about to give up.
I need you to
I got one job. It's real simple. Do justice. Do what's right. Right now, what I got Mr. Parks dead. I got an entire apartment complex with your name. We got you telling us that you ain't been over there at all. But we got a video of your car over there.
Right. It's all pointing at you, Bo. It's all pointing at you. Your car, your name. Folks over there seeing you. I mean,
there are people do, so.
You willing to accept that?
Yeah,
all right. Sit tight just a minute. We'll get you out of here. Just so you know,
you are arrested.
You
are under arrest.
Murder, okay?
And I just won 6, but not yet, motherfucker. We can't tie all this shit together.
Then, as the hours dragged on, Nelson finally opened up on the next day. In a second round of questioning, his cold exterior began to crumble.
Well, Nick, could you go crazy and just go out here and shoot Mandel and shoot those people? I mean, that house over there on East Broad Street, and then go to the hotel room and just flip out and shoot them? Because you got strung out on dope or what? I'm just asking you, is that what happened?
Yeah.
There's evidence at Eastgate. There's evidence at at the house on East Broad Street. And there's evidence at this hotel room that tells us that they're all related, that all these murders are related, okay? That all the evidence that we have in the Eastgate is pointing to you. And I'm just asking you to tell me what happened to them and what happened with the hotel.
You're really not fitting, man.
You know all them, right?
You know.
You don't know James?
I'm telling you, he didn't know everybody. He obviously he knew Mandrell. He probably knew Kevin and Willie. He probably knew both of them, but that's he say she say. He probably only knew one. He probably was going for Kevin, and then because bro just pulled up. Willie just pulled up. He happened to be there, and then at the motel, he probably only knew Mike or Monty. I don't think he knew Tangela. He either knew both the boys or one of them, and then have to, like, you feel me? He ain't know everybody, but I'm telling you.
Okay. You know Tangela, right?
Yeah.
You know Michael? Michael Lane?
Yeah.
Okay.
When it came to the motel shootings, Nicholas identified the female victim, Tangela Molden, as his first cousin and confirmed Michael.
That's his cousin?
Lang as one of his friends. However, he claimed to have no knowledge of Monty Ballard.
He ain't know somebody.
The detectives were trying to piece together a motive, but Nelson was making it impossible. During the interview, he described being in a drug-induced state during the shooting and claimed he couldn't remember his actions.
My name is Richard, and I take care of my mom. It's my mom. It's only one mom.
I hear stuff, you know what I'm saying?
No way this nigga finna try to play insanity, chat. No way this nigga try to play insanity, chat. No way. No way in front of my face, though. No way in front of my face if this man try to plead insanity. No way this man is about to try to plead insanity, right? Not in my face, though, right? No, he ain't about to do that. He ain't about to do that. No way.
Tell you to do it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's good. We do a lot of stuff, but
But then the voices too, when you don't let people over there, just brought straight at your house. And then you can tell. You come this way. They did? Did you know that white guy Kevin?
yeah.
They said his name was Kevin.
Oh, so he only knew Willie.
Willie Wilson.
Willie Wilson.
Yeah,
I don't.
These voices, he claimed,
Said that
were the
kinda
ones that
confidently.
had pushed him to commit the murders. However, police found no solid proof to support his claims, theorizing instead that drug use and a loss of control were behind the senseless killings of innocent lives with no apparent motive. The evidence, however, confirmed his guilt. Ballistics tests matched the weapons found in Nelson's possession to those used in the killings.
You look at this human being and they're flat, they have no emotion, they don't seem to care. Haunts us sometimes that, you know, there are people out there that will do evil acts for no simple reason other than just because.
Based off the evidence, we believe Nick Nelson was the cold-blooded killer.
He woke up that day and chose violence. Kevin or Mr. Bussey may have actually just been a innocent bystander in this and just got caught up in the gunfire, unfortunately. And then went to an apartment complex and shot another person.
He then went on to the motel where he'd murdered 3 victims, and for no apparent reason.
The case was no longer a puzzle.
There's no
It
reason.
was a nightmare brought to life. After being charged on November 9th, 2020, just 4 days after the first murder, authorities continued to piece together the fragments of Nelson's life. They discovered that drug use was a significant factor in his descent into violence. His unstable mental state had fueled his rampage, driving him into a frenzy of killings. In February 2023, after a long legal battle, Nicholas Martez Nelson was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. His actions left a permanent mark on the town of Noonan. Nicholas Martez Nelson's killing spree left 6 families shattered. But it was an unexpected witness, a brave 10-year-old, that ultimately cracked the case wide open. Without this key piece of the puzzle, justice may never have been served. This case paints a chilling picture of addiction and the innocent lives caught in the wake of one man's descent into violence. We hope you found the video informative. Drop a comment below and let us.
That's crazy, bro. What in the world? Like 6 people in 3 days. Well, really 2 days because the other one was 48 hours before. So 6 people in 48 hours, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's insane, bro. RP everybody in that video. Like you said, we all said all their names. But like I said, whoa. You feel me? If you're watching it real time from the Twitch, make sure you go to the YouTube video once it's posted and say, I was there in the comments, you feel me? And if you're watching this from YouTube, please go follow the Twitch at TKTLK ISO you hard. Trying to hit 2K over there. Go follow the TikTok at TKTLK ISO trying to hit 25K over there, you feel me? And make sure you sub over here, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I love y'all boys. For sure. Next time.